for historic architecture still standing today is a fact of life that refurbishments, repairs and occasional rebuilds will be required, whether stricken with fire, washed out by floods or just crumbling away with age. Time invariably takes its toll on the built environment. You're listening to Tall Stories, a Monocle production brought to you by the team behind The Urbanist. I'm Andrew Tuck. In this episode, Tomás Pinheiro describes the most recent reconstruction of a Japanese castle after a devastating fire in 2019 and the history of rebuilds for this heritage site.
The clock is ticking for you to witness the reconstruction of Shuri Castle, a national treasure of Japan in Naha, the capital of the southernmost prefecture of Okinawa. A fire devastated the castle in October 2019, but rebuilding efforts began in early 2020. Those responsible made the process remarkably transparent, inviting Okinawans and visitors to witness everything unfolding in real time.
The fire broke out in the main buildings before dawn, the flames spreading quickly through the ancient timbers. More than 10 fire engines were sent to tackle the blaze, but there was little they could do.
Much like Paris's Notre Dame or Rio's National Museum, the fire was accidental, likely sparked by an electrical fault. The damage, however, was immense. The main hall, known as Seidan, and several of the buildings near it burned for over 10 hours and were reduced to ashes. All that remained standing were the two sandstone dragon pillars flanking the Seidan, a dramatic and desolating sight. Still, this was not the first time Shuri Castle had faced such destruction. The building had burned down 4 times before. For over 400 years, the castle served as the heart of the Ryukyu Kingdom, a realm that stretched across many islands in the East China Sea. This strategic location secured its central role in the era's vibrant trade networks connecting Southeast Asia, China, and Japan. Perched on a hill with sweeping views of the island and the sea, Shuri Castle distinguishes itself from other Japanese castles. Its design blends elements of Japanese temples and shrines, but with Chinese influences. The latter is reflected in its vibrant red hues and brick-paved courtyard, elements that echo the Forbidden City. 3 fires during the Ryukyu period led to repeated reconstructions. After Okinawa's annexation by Japan in the 1870s, the castle was left to decay. Its crumbling structure was captured in old photographs. A restoration in 1933 brought it back to life, but only for another tragedy to strike during the infamous Battle of Okinawa in World War II. The building was then devastated once again, along with much of the island. Just shy of half a century later, in 1992, the castle reopened, restored to its former grandeur and with meticulous attention to historical details. By the early aughts, the site had earned its UNESCO World Heritage status and it appeared invulnerable, at least until that tragic night of 2019. Visiting the castle today, you still pass through the same red gates, untouched by the fire, before stepping onto the road to rebirth. This pathway is lined with signs detailing each stage of reconstruction and its completion date. It serves as a reminder of the rare opportunity to witness the rebuilding process firsthand. Over time, most wood construction in Okinawa has been replaced by concrete. This transition was shaped not only by the practical need for typhoon resistance, but also by the influence of American military architecture in the region. To address this, master carpenters from the mainland, specializing in temple, shrine, and palace restoration, have arrived on the island. Here, they collaborate with local trainees who are very eager to learn. The reconstruction team operates beneath a temporary roof towering 25 meters high and sheltering the site where the Seidan once stood. Their work also extends to an adjoining annex, home to a wood processing station and a template workshop where they create precise, full-scale drawings of the building. Visitors can observe every step of the process through glass walls. Inside the temporary roof, 3 other glass viewing areas provide distinct perspectives. From the first floor, visitors can observe the foundations of the structure, still encased in scaffolding. The second floor offers a clear vantage point to take in the emerging wooden framework. The third floor, perhaps the most striking, reveals the red tile roof slowly taking shape. Unbothered by those watching from behind the glass, local artisans carefully place each tile in the traditional Ryukian way. The technique involves securing the pieces with mortar to endure powerful winds, and they are among the few who still master this craft. There are also exhibits on each floor delving into the reconstruction process and architectural features of the structure, while also offering insights into its original purpose. The result is a dual-layer museum experience that weaves together historical insight and a celebration of both ancient and modern craftsmanship. There's yet another layer to the project, its commitment to public accountability. By embracing such an open and transparent approach, the central government of Japan reassures taxpayers and donors that no time or effort is being wasted. At an estimated 12 billion yen, this reconstruction is considerably costlier than its predecessor, reflecting, among other factors, higher timber sourcing costs and the much-needed investment in fire prevention measures. Progress remains on schedule. Shuri Castle is set to reopen in the fall of 2026, and in its full glory.
Tall Stories is a Monocle production from the team behind The Urbanist. This episode was written by Tomás Pinheiro and produced and edited by David Stephens. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast to receive new episodes every week. I'm Andrew Tuck. Goodbye, and thank you for listening, City Lovers.